Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making a fun video of a top 5 of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains archetype. And yes, this will also include the anime exclusive archetypes as well. They will count as part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain archetypes. And to qualify for this list, well, they just have to be part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. And 2, well, they have to show up in the anime, of course. And 3, any archetypes there's basically a combined, some similar to how like Pendulum Magicians Performer Pals and with Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon as its boss monster, that will count as like one archetype, and there are a few that are like that. So let's just get started. Why top 5? Because I don't want to have more than half the archetypes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends in the list. There's there's about 17 that I count as actual archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. So how I'm going to be ranking the archetypes is basically not by relevance of the meta or any of that, or popularity. It's going to be their play style. I'm going to factor in their play style and their design, their card designs. So first, number 5, I choose Marinesis because for their hand trap playstyles and also because it's a waifu archetype. But I'm mainly choosing Marinesis because it's a hand trap playstyle and I think it's kind of unique in a way. I mean, there are a few types of decks that do hand traps, but it's not that common. And also, I do like the design of the Marinesis cards, so that's another thing. And it's also pretty defensive as well. That's why this is one of my favorite archetypes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. And yeah, that's the main reason. Number 4, I choose Salamangreats. Now, Salamangreats have a very cool design ever since its introduction. I've actually been a fan of its design with its flaming style. Of course, it's a fire archetype, so of course, why not? But also its play style of reincarnation summoning, where you use the same monster name to summon another copy of itself. I've been actually kind of a big fan of that playstyle, so that's the main reason why I choose Salamangreats. It has many offensive powers. There's the big Link 4 Pyro Phoenix, the main boss monster. It had some pretty good, cool looking Exceed monsters. Still hope for a Synchro, but probably not happening. Especially, it's going to be a little difficult when it comes to Synchro, but it's a pretty cool archetype. And it's a very strong one too, and of course it's meta, but that's not the reason why I picked that. It's just a cool archetype. Number 3 is Armatis Legio, and I chose this archetype, well, one, because I like knights and warriors. I know it's not a warrior deck, but design-wise, they are pretty much Roman theme as well, and I'm a big fan of history, so that's one of the reasons why. And 2, I like its defensive play style and how it gives effects to link monsters. Basically, the troops are the main deck monsters and the generals are the extra deck monsters. And what they pretty much do is give their effects to link monsters when they're linked to them, like passing down the shield. Other than that, I think it's one of those archetypes that need to be printed. For my number 2 spot, I choose at Ignace Tur, and I chose this archetype because, well, one, this archetype has varieties of summons, so that's actually the main reason why I chose this archetype. And I'm kind of a big sucker of having varieties of summoning methods. That's why I like DDD so much. And 2, okay, well, their designs are pretty cool. Their main boss monsters have pretty cool looking designs, big, taking pretty much a mirage of the other Ignis archetypes and boss monsters. And 3, the Link 6 looks pretty awesome, and that's why I'm going to be built at Ignace Tur's. But other than that, the only main reason why it's not number 1 on my list because I'm a sucker for dragons, so I guess you can figure out which one is my number 1. But before I go to my number 1, for some honorable mention, I have Ting Tangles for its flipping play style, Hydrodrives for its awesome looking designs, also its playstyle of negating card effects based on attributes you have, and also Sun Avalons for its very defensive playstyle. So finally, number 1, it's Rockets, of course. Well, 1, because I made a deck profile on it, so it's pretty obvious I was gonna choose Rockets. 2, I'm a sucker for dragons. 3, their main boss monsters, dragons with guns. I love dragons and I'm badass looking guns. And 4, there's a variety of summoning methods, still waiting for a ritual, or hoping for one. And it's played by the rival, one of my favorite rivals of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. So, yeah, that's one of my reasons why I chose this archetype. And I like the idea of the playstyle of it too, where the main deck rockets are bullets to the Boro dragons, which are the turrets. So I hope that you like this fun list. And next week I'm probably going to be making another fun list video, but that one's going to be much more of dishonorable video. So, yeah.